Hello everyone. So this video is about the reflexes, which is very important topic of examination. Okay, so we'll briefly see how to elicit all the reflexes. Okay, before starting reflexes, let's see the classification of reflexes. So reflexes are divided in superficial reflexes and deep tendon reflexes. Okay, superficial reflexes are the polysynaptic reflexes, which are further divided in two categories. One is based on spinal nerve, in which the divisions are plantar reflex and abdominal reflex. These are only these two types are important for exam point of view. There are other reflexes also, anal reflex, cremasteric reflex. We are not going to study here. Okay, then second category is based on cranial nerve, and the examples are conjunctival reflex, visual reflex, and accommodation reflex. Visual reflex is the visual light reflex. Okay, we'll touch upon all these reflexes, but the major important reflexes are the deep tendon reflexes, the knee jerk reflex, bicep reflex, tricep reflex, supinator and ankle jerk reflex. These reflexes you should know how to perform them.
Okay, we are going to perform plantar reflex. Fine. To perform plantar reflex, we have to open the hammer. So you will find a pointed surface here. You have to scratch with this surface. Okay. So how to perform? We have to scratch from heel toward toe, then middle toward great toe. Okay. So let's see. Can you see the plantar flexion? Fine. Let's see again. So this is the response is plantar flexion. If it's dorsiflexion and fanning of toe, it can be upper motor neuron lesion.
Next is abdominal reflex. Okay, so the subject should be supine and relaxed. Okay, and with exposed abdomen. Now what you have to do is you have to make a stroke with blunt object. You can use key or you can open the hammer and use the pointed surface. And you have to make the strokes toward umbilicus and parallel to costal margin and inguinal ligaments. As you can see, something like that. So these four strokes, and even you can make a stroke medially also. So this type of stroke when you make, there will be contraction of underlying muscle. And if we talk about the level of spinal cord, it's T7 to T12. Okay, this reflex is lost in upper motor neuron lesion. Conjunctival reflex. When you touch the conjunctiva with a wool, cotton wool, as you can see in the image, there is response is rapid eye closure. Okay, level, it's fifth cranial nerve, which is the afferent, and seventh cranial nerve, which is efferent. Next is pupillary light reflex, which is of two types, direct reflex and indirect reflex. Direct reflex, so in both the condition you have to examine each eye separately. When you shine a bright light into one eye with a torch, response is rapid eye closure, rapid eye blinking, and with contraction of pupil. Okay, this is direct reflex. When we when we shine a light in one eye, the closure of other eye, contraction in both the eyes. So there will be obviously direct reflex, but closure of other eye also is indirect light reflex. Okay. Accommodation reflex. Hold one finger close to subject's nose and ask him to look away at a distant object, then suddenly on your fingertip. So he'll accommodate. And what are the responses? Contraction of ciliary muscle, increase the curvature of lens. As you can see, the curvature, the anterior curvature increases with pupil contraction. Okay, so this is accommodation reflex. You can see the convergence of visual axis and pupil constriction in this reflex.
Okay, so we have to feel patella and just lower end of patella here we have to strike like this. So we are stimulating the quadriceps femoris and contraction lead to knee extension. Let's see again. Okay. Okay, so we are going to perform bicep reflex. So this is the bicep muscle and we have to strike here at bicep tendon. Fine. How to do that? To prevent the injury of tendon, we have to hold the elbow like this and place thumb on the tendon, right? So we have to now strike the narrow end of hammer on the thumb. Let's see. Can you see the muscle movement and the elbow contraction? So bicep contraction will lead to elbow contraction, elbow flexion, right? Let's see again. Now we are going to perform tricep reflex. To perform tricep reflex, if we talk about positioning of subject, one way is we flex the elbow and the hand should be rested on patient chest. But you can't see the reflex clearly in that position. So one other position is just support the elbow like this and you have to hit the tricep tendon. How to palpate that? You have to feel the olecranon process and just above that you have to make a strike with the broad end of hammer, right? Let's see how. So the hand should be hanging freely and you have to strike just above the olecranon process like this. Okay, so we are here stimulating the tricep muscle. The contraction of tricep muscle lead to elbow extension. Okay, let's see again. Fine, this was tricep reflex. Next is supinator reflex. So we have to strike the brachioradialis tendon and see for the response, which is supination, right? The hand should be in semi-pronated position and you have to place thumb on the brachioradialis tendon just below the radius head. Okay, like this. So let's see. Can you see the supination? This one is the response. Start. So we are going to perform the ankle reflex. Okay, first of all we have to slide dorsiflex and this is the Achilles tendon. So we have to hit it with the broad hammer. Fine. So let's see. Can you see a jerk? So what we are doing is we are stimulating Achilles tendon. Hence the gastrocnemius muscle. Contraction of which muscle lead to the plantar flexion. This is the response. Okay, let's see again.
So when we talk about reflexes, one more important question is what is Gendrasik maneuver? It can be asked in your examination. So let's see that. So what is Gendrasik maneuver is when you clench your teeth or you hook your hands like this, you stretch it as much as possible, the reflex sensitivity can be increased. You can be asked why? Because when we do these maneuver, there is basically supraspinal stimulation, which in turn stimulate the gamma motor neuron, as you can see here, the descending fibers from the cortex. Okay, so these are stimulated and which lead to basically stimulation of these gamma motor neuron. And whenever gamma motor neuron are stimulated, they stretches the muscle sphincter and hence in turn stimulate the sensory fibers, the afferent fibers of muscle spindle. Okay, 1A fibers and 2 fibers. They synapse on the alpha motor neuron and hence lead to contraction of extrafusal fibers, right? That's how muscle contraction occur in our body. Fine. So whenever there is gamma stimulation, gamma motor neuron stimulation, that in turn stimulate the alpha motor neuron, which basically increase the reflex response. That's why we call it as alpha gamma co-activation. So Gendrasik maneuver is basically performing alpha gamma co-activation, increasing the sensitivity of reflex. So that's all about the reflexes. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.